Hi everyone. Sorry about this, but this audio recording is well, it's not an audio recording, but unfortunately this is not live. I am watching the video as well, but the reason is I made this normal commentary going on to discover that my mic was actually turned off. I do this ridiculously. It's because when I make audio recordings for other videos, like I did with the Longbeards DLC thing and everything, and now this isn't actually playing, so let me just cut forward a bit. There we are, just right onto it. So yeah, it was basically just to for other stuff I turned it off and I came on. It turned out it wasn't on. I didn't realize until I actually uploaded it, looked back on it to edit some stuff and realized why is there no voice on this. So I'll give some commentary here. I'm going to cut the video early because the last 5 minutes were me ranting on about a lot of stuff, but I will go over some of it. So I don't really do much in this turn, to be honest. I didn't think I could do much because I realised that hiding in the woods is just so dumb. I mean, I'm basically gifting him generals. That just occurred to me at this point. So I think I just go and reinforce what was Inverness, now Brisbums. Um, so this might be my last turn. I was aware of that. I'll know what that I'd let. Ugh, I won't spoil it for anyone at the time, but I kind of thought, yeah. And this army was defeated, and he just gained a general, so and it's probably going to gain another general off of it. That was dumb of me to leave it there. Oh, I made some bad moves in this hot seat. Although speaking of bad moves, some people were being really brutal and harsh with the hate in general of hot seats. Though people need to remember this is a game. Um, you don't need to take it so seriously. I mean, come on. You don't. You wouldn't go. I actually need to extend this recording thing to the side. Oh no, I can't. Oh well. You might see a little slice taken off the edge there, but oh well. Um, yeah, it's just a game. Come on, guys. I. It's not like a liability or a way of life. It might be to some people. It's certainly not for me, and I just see it as, fun thing that really you can't. I don't understand why people take it so seriously. If you come here to go and hate, the whole idea of hot seats is to have fun and meet other people, not to have an excuse to hate on others. So I'm not just saying that because at me. There's a couple others and other hot seats I'm not involved in that people have been hugely hateful on and spiteful in the comments. You just have to remember that if you come back over and read your comment a few days later, you'll see it more as a reader and less as the one who's posted it, and then have a look at how harsh it might actually sound. Away from hate though, what I was talking about in this video was actually a lot of people have been asking me over Steam and stuff like how much of how much does Norway actually own of the British Isles now? And the answer is none. They're only in this game because they did historically invade and they took over about half of Scotland as well. But then like their king died or something, so they just happily settled as their new nationality is Scottish really. So yeah, they didn't really and then they just sort of became part of Scotland, didn't do that much. Yeah, so there's a lot of here. I was basically talking about that. I'm not sure what else to say. Yeah, there's been some really nice and helpful people in the comments though. It's mainly the people that are being bad about a couple others as well, and some of the other hot seats are mostly orientating around Legends video. I'm not blaming Legend at all for that. Totally not. I think it's just because they're more used to him being really experienced, and then some of us newer players who don't have nearly as much experience and are not veterans, or I'm on Total War, aren't really as good, so it's kind of a big jump back down to lack of skill really. But I had about a good few hours practice at the weekend now. Problem is I couldn't put that into use here because I don't really have anything I can do at this point. My spy's too far down south to do anything. Yeah, people talking about the brothels. The reason I didn't build brothels straight away is because I was kind of like, yeah, roads, that'll be good because then I can march stuff about quickly. Um, I kind of should have built brothels first, definitely, even though half the areas were castles. I did build brothels as soon as I felt I had economical stability, but unfortunately Legend took the settlement straight after, so that didn't go so well. I know the importance of spies now, though. Right. Okay, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. I think I'm just going over everything. I'm bankrupt now. Probably was ransomed. I don't know. This is still just after I've actually taken my turn. Well, about a day after or two after. And I just took my first turn of that Grand Campaign hot seat. It'll be really slowly though, so I'll try and keep you updated through this for as long as I last. Yeah, I'm gonna make talking of Scotland and Celts and stuff. I'm gonna make an angry video about that, really, about the Celtic culture pack, because that was just ridiculous. In fact, I'm gonna do some of it after this, like directly after. So yeah, just looking at the faction rankings, trying to kill time because I don't have anything I need to do. I don't think so anyway. Right, I cannot see how much time I have in this video because I use a recording software called Action by Morales. It's really, really good, but the recording tab, because I just selected the screen area, has a big list of tools in front of it, and I can't actually see the player. It's complicated, difficult to explain. Okay, so yeah, he took your mom on Australia. No more Shrek. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think he's trying to just put the pressure up north. Because the problem is well, no, it's not a problem, it's a good thing, the Total War fan. Ireland is easily in the best position to start off with in a hot seat. Lots of spies, lots of assassins, can build spies almost everywhere. So that's mainly a big influence. Problem with Scotland is it didn't start off with A, any roads, or B, the or be any brothels or spies or anything. 3 diplomats is not helpful. I don't even know why they put 3 diplomats in it for a normal hot seat. That would be pretty dumb, because who uses diplomats? Like, there's 3 of them, maybe 1 or 2, but 3, it could have been a spy, would have been far more useful. And he upgraded Saxon Town as well. I don't know why, because it's not really at incredible value at this point. So I was talking about William Wallace arising as well, because then I can maybe help hold him off a bit. And while Total War fan wrestles with Ireland, I don't know. I don't really have a plan at this point. Stuff's becoming pretty much torn apart, because the thing is, I don't know what Legend's gonna do to me. So that sounded so wrong. It ends up basically like whatever happens really. So I still don't know what I am actually doing in this. Looking back on it, I just seem a little faffing about. I was talking about different stuff, like if I'm an open person or something like that. I don't know, complicated, and I'm complaining about politics. Yeah, and I think if you want to know my reasons or whatever for, or just want to talk to me about anything really, you should add me on Steam. It's the same name, and I'll just like message you or whatever. You message me questions. That's the best way you can speak to me, really. The comments, I always read them, and I've read all the comments on the other videos as well. So be aware that whatever you post is actually going to be visible to all the YouTubers in this. So like if I said something like Cosmic Conqueror is fat, then it would on Total War Fans video, he would definitely see that. It would get passed around. So as I say, just keep aware of what you're actually saying on the comments, because I've not had the worst of it. Even though YVO in the other hot seat, or if that's how you pronounce his name, did have a pretty hateful attitude and toxic attitude again towards Legend. It was being a sore loser and everything, called him a cheat, which is not acceptable. People were still taking it very personally against him, and it's kind of similar to stuff I'm getting hate wise, not really, but yeah, that was still a bit too far. It's a couple others, one in the Crusades, one in the Teutonic. I'm not going to mention who they are. The people are being particularly aggressive towards and complaining about their moves. You have to remember, it's really a learning experience and to have fun. People don't sign up for a hot seat only for people to be shouting at them, like screaming over comments, calling them stupid, ignorant, intolerant, lazy, slow, and it's much more nice just to be like, hey, I think you did X, Y, and Z well, but you could improve on Q, something like that. It really is much more helpful, and I really appreciate when people do that, not when people are like hateful about stuff. So this turn, as I say, is basically just a joke. I do next to nothing apart from reinforce Inverness because I can't fight back. My spy is moving up north, which is fine, but I've got to try and not lose hope against Legend. But there's a few moves I want to point out before. Stuff like the gates didn't open anywhere. I found it really difficult to win back in turn 4 or 5 or something, where outside Dumfries Legend left a general standing there, and I could have used Forced Draw out with 4 mailed knights. For one, it was really difficult to win because he had a lot of stuff, and the mailed knights were not cutting it. For two, that was for no, that was when I tested it on another army actually. Sorry, I'm thinking the wrong thing. That one I'm talking about there was they couldn't reach it. It was like one movement point away. So I spend about 4 or 5 minutes talking about stuff. Basically, just this should be the only one of not live commentary. It was just because it was too late by the time I realised. And I mean, Cosmic Conqueror's pretty much already taken his turn, so I can't do much about it. Sorry. Well, yeah. Like and subscribe if you want. And speaking of Celts, Culture Pack, go dislike that video that they made. And it's such a shame that Darren Total War's first video, hired by CA, has since then has been a DLC. But yeah, as I say, cheers guys for sticking with me, for those who have, and more hot seats will be on the way. And I hope you did enjoy this episode, but that's all for now. Thanks.